Alright. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. Welcome to Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah International Forum webinar in collaboration with Polytechnic Cendana, Medan, Indonesia. My name is Nur Nazifa Zahra binti Muhammad Rizal and I am the Exco Pengantarabangsaan Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah, and today I will be serving as your moderator. Today, you will be listening to a discussion sharing on the aid during COVID-19. Will it be separating or strengthening the ties? Before we begin, I would like to introduce our lineup of panelists today. The first panelist is Mr. Muhammad Haziq Fikri bin Muhammad Rashidi. Secondly, we have Mr. Ahmad Daniel bin Azmi, and both of them are Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah. Next, from Polytechnic Cendana Medan, Indonesia, we have Miss Jasmine, Miss Felicia, Andriana, and last but not least, Miss Rafika Ayu Chairunisha. Without wasting time, let me ask the first question. That is, what the efforts of the Polytechnic in coordination the process of students returning home to celebrate the festival during the pandemic season. As you know, we just had our celebration on Ideal Fitri recently. But this time we'll be having the celebration during the pandemic season. I would like to invite one panelist from Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah and Polytechnic Cendana to share their respective opinions.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Haziq Fikri. I'm from Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah, and today I'll be your first panelist. In regards of the question by the moderator, Ms. Zahra, well, during the pandemic of COVID-19, certain students who are in campus in Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah were, how do I say, uh, somewhat trapped in the campus and wanting to go home. So, in conjunction with what the Ministry of Higher Education announced on 29th of April 2021, they announced that students in campus were allowed to go home according to their respective campuses uh, order. So, in respect to Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah's management, we we process the students slowly by letting them go home phase by phase. They are let sent home either via their personal vehicles or transportation provided by Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah. And they are also going home on separate dates to avoid congestion in when going back home. They started to go home at 7th of May until 9th of May. And they were going to go back to campus, return campus until they were going for holiday from 7th to 18th of May, according to their respective states. How about you from Polytechnic Cendana?
Okay, firstly, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Rafika Yohanisha and I'm from Polytechnic Cendana. So from my opinion, Polytechnic Cendana, since pandemic isn't over yet, we don't do much celebrating, especially in this pandemic season. So Cendana always remind us to always like to stay healthy and then be give us the power each other the positive vibes about this. Don't be sad too much about this pandemic because we cannot do celebrate or anything activities that we usually do celebrate for our festival. That's it.
Thank you to Mr. Hazik and Ms. Rafika. Thank you to the first two panelists. Recently, our panelists discussed the process of students returning home to celebrate the festival. Can the next panelist explain what is the approach taken by the Polytechnic towards the students who cannot return to their home for the Idul Fitri celebration in this COVID-19 season? As we know, in Malaysia, there are some students who came from far, especially from the Sarawak and Sabah. They can't go home. What is the approach taken by Polytechnic for those kind of students? Let me invite Let me welcome two panelists, one from Polyteknik Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah and Polyteknik Cendana.
Okay, I guess this time Polytechnic Cendana will go first. Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine. I'm from Polytechnic Cendana. And for the second question asked by our moderator, Ms. Zahra, I would like to say that in Polytechnic Cendana, the approach taken by the Polytechnic towards students who cannot return from their hometowns to the Idul Fitri celebration in this COVID-19 season is that Polytechnic Cendana didn't prepare any specific accommodation for people who cannot go home, but Polytechnic Cendana do have a homestay that the students can be able, if they want to, stay there. So, if for students that they are not going home, Polytechnic Cendana also encourage them to always stay safe, be separated from a lot of people so that they can keep their social distancing and also just keep the positive vibes going on. If they miss their family, then we can always do video call instead. So it's better to be safe than sorry. That's all from my answer. I will give the chance back to PTSB. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jasmine. How about Mr. Amar?
Um, I'm sorry, Mr. Zara. Can you repeat again this question?
Sure. My question is, what is the approach taken by the polytechnics towards the students who can't return to their hometowns for the celebration of Idul Fitri in this COVID-19 season?
Okay, so I think the TUANKU Bahiyah, the ones of the return to their hometowns, the management of the SB, I give some donation food and I think PTSD can give them duit raya for them because they can celebrate raya with the family. And then I think PTSD management just give a donation lah, I think. That's all for me. Anything, Mr. Zara?
Okay, that is all. Thank you, Mr. Amar. All right. Thank you to our second panelist, both our beautiful and handsome panelists. If our two panelists just now had explained about the approach taken by the Polytechnic toward the students who cannot return to their hometowns, I would like to ask our third panel to describe what was your experience in celebrating the festival following the outbreak of COVID-19. I am welcoming the panelists from Polytechnic Cendana, Ms. Felicia, to share out your experience in celebrating the festival following the outbreak of COVID-19.
Okay, thank you, Miss Jara. My name is Felicia. I'm from Polytechnic Sendana. So, in answering Miss Jara's question, me personally, me and my family didn't really celebrating this Idul Fitri, but our environment, especially in my complex where I'm staying, there are some of those who are celebrating. So my neighbor, they are really nice. They sometimes share their food because they make many kind of food, right? So they share it to me and my family so we can enjoy it together. So instead of staying with friends or family that are far away, we are sharing with each other who are close with us. That's for me, Miss Jara. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Felicia from Polytechnic Cendana. How about Mr. Haziq Fikri from Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahia? What is your experience?
Well, during my experience, my second experience in COVID, in Idul Fitri during COVID, well, last year we experienced it too, and this year again. So, what I can say is we didn't have the usual activities that we did before. See, before COVID, we used to go visit our family members. We used to go to open houses. We enjoyed each other's company. We talked, we mingled with our friends and relatives, and we played a lot of firecrackers and all those typical Hari Raya stuff, typical Idul Fitri stuff. However, during COVID, we are limited to uh, online interaction only. So, what I can say is that the quality of spending time via online and via face to face is not the same. Well, I can, based on my experience, I don't know how about the other panelists feel about that, but when I'm experiencing Raya this year, I just doesn't feel like Raya to me. It doesn't feel like the previous Idul Fitri. It's just like a small and bland celebration. I celebrated it with only my parents and my siblings, and we didn't have all those fun stuff we used to do. We didn't do it because it is COVID, it is dangerous, and this is proven because there has been reports of COVID-19 clusters that originated from people visiting their relatives during Raya. So what I can say that is, for me, it is a price that I have to pay in order to be healthy and protect my family from COVID-19. If I can't visit my friends for another year, then so be it, as long as my family is healthy. So that is my opinion on this matter.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq, and thank you. Our third panel chat about the experience in celebrating the festival following the outbreak of COVID-19 just now. Let's move on to the next question. To the next panelist, I would like to ask, can you explain how do you ensure that parenting relationships, which means the family's relationship, remain close even when the COVID-19 season had prevented us from meeting in public and be together? I am welcoming the panelists from Polytechnic Cendana and Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahia to share out your opinions.
Okay, but before I answer the question given by Miss Jara, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Andriana. I'm from Polytechnic Cendana, Medan. For the question is how do you ensure the parenting relationship? Because nowadays we are already sophisticated, especially when our technology is getting more advanced. For those who can meet each other, they can go through a Zoom meeting or do a WhatsApp video. That's all from me. I will like I would like to give a chance to Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahia.
Mr. Haziq? Mr. Ahmadinillah, sorry.
Okay. First of all, uh, okay. So first of all, of increasingly advanced technology, so we can call on WhatsApp, and we still can like we can write a letter, then send it to our parents. That's all from me. Turn back to you, Mr. Zahra.
Thank you, Mr. Armar and Miss Andriana. Thank you so much to our panelists just now. Our panelists had explained the ways to ensure that parenting relationships and family relationships remain close even when the COVID-19 season prevents us from actually meeting in public and be together. As you know, internet nowadays are the most useful method to actually communicate with each other, no matter how far you are. We just have to make use of it the way we have to. To the next panelist, Mr. Haziq Fikri, I would like to ask to you, can you explain about the method you use from prevent a relationship falling apart from using the internet? If you have other way.
Well, when you say other ways, referring to the question apart from the internet, well, the only thing that I can think of is a face-to-face conversation. Well, but since it is COVID, that makes it kind of difficult, doesn't it? So, well, then we just have to make do with what we can. If there are methods to prevent COVID-19, we can wear a mask. Right now the double mask is a new thing, and we can wear a face shield and also practice social distancing. But still, it does not fully eliminate
It is
the
not
risk
the
of.
same.
Yes, it is not the same. So what I can say is that we just have to make do with what we have. We have to endure these hard times day by day and just pray for the best and stay safe. So I guess that's from me.
Can you, Mr. Haziq, share your memories of the aid during before COVID-19? Mr. Haziq, do you have
Okay.
any memorable memories of you celebrating perayaan Aidil Fitri?
Well, before COVID-19, I have to say it is an extremely festive affair. We went to open houses, we visited our relatives, we went from one state to another. For me, in my experience, I have my villagers, my grandparents from another state. So, well, we visit them on the same day during the first of Aidil Fitri. We visited them on the same day. From in the morning, I might visit my grandparents on my dad's side, and then in the evening, it could be on my mother's side. And the next day, we will be visiting our other relatives somewhere, wherever they may live. So, well, depending on location, if they are too far, then it is nothing we can do. But if it is within our time and range, then surely we will visit them because we this Raya, right? This Ideal Fitri, we want to celebrate them with our family and relatives. We want to enjoy them while with what time we have. We want to spend quality time. And regarding to my friends, well, that was from before this. It was depend on siblings and relatives. Right now, on my friends, we used to go to open houses. Like on the 3rd of Raya, after that, it is open house after open house and after open house. We
And
went
that's the
and we
best part.
ate. Yes, it is the best part. You know, you can eat like a lot. Yeah, from the kuihs, from the chocolates, from the ketupats to the rendang and so on. You just feast after feast. And well, what I can say is that I'm gaining weight lah before this. Right now during COVID, it's just we enjoy one meal together with my family and then just sit in the sofa. So that is from me lah. And I have to say again, Raya Idul Fitri before COVID is very fun. Idul Fitri during COVID, it's not fun at all.
I can tell. In my experience, we had meals together a lot with our relatives from far. No matter where they are, we had relatives coming over my uncle's and my grandparents' house too. The best part of having the celebration of Raya before COVID is that we always get the envelope with money inside.
Well, the envelope is funny is something we don't talk about. We want to get more.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. How about Miss
Sure.
Rafika? How about your experience in celebrating Raya before COVID-19? What is your most memorable and favorite memories of all? Miss Rafika?
Yes. Okay. Okay. About my experience during Eid before COVID-19 actually is such a fun moment. But after COVID-19 came since 2 years ago, it was so unpleasant moment as I am an extrovert person for my family. So uh, the pandemic, sorry, I mean the Hari Raya Idul Fitri during pandemic COVID-19 actually is so flat, no colorful. We couldn't meet each other. We couldn't taking a picture, and then as you just know right now, uh, sharing about the THR inside, there already many, so much many inside, and then also about uh, but now from this pandemic, we cannot see our relevance from the outside, from the other way, because they can go back to Medan because this pandemic. So it was so sad. We already uh, feeling bad about that. But the most memorable moment, but while we are celebrating about about the Idul Fitri, I mean, we do it by phone, and then I can see how my family is healthy. I am so glad about that. I can still see their smiles, and then they're happy. Even we couldn't gathering together like usual Idul Fitri that we celebrate in previous years. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Back to Miss Zara.
Thank you, Ms. Rafika. Ms. Rafika, I would like to ask you again.
Okay.
From us in Malaysia, the best thing we had for Raya is that when we go to our village, on the way to go to our village, to our hometown, we will be having this specific song in the car and singing together with our family, which is the song Balik Kampung. And it goes like Balik Kampung. So, how about you, Mas Rafika? Do you have any specific song that you memorize the most, and especially on this Raya, you will use it to sing together with your family? Do you have any specific song of that? Your favorite most?
Okay. Actually, for a significant song like Your Country, actually we don't have at all because we usually getting together. It's just about doing some chit chat and then taking some jokes because most of my families doesn't like about singing, so
Ah,
we don't have about like that, but we just taking some pictures and then upload it to social media, and afterwards we meet our cousins with um, out of Medan, from out of Medan, and usually we will making some memorable like cooking or baking together. I mean baking together, cooking, and doing some makeups for my uh, women cousins, of course.
thank
That's
you,
it,
Miss
Miss.
Rafika.
Yeah, welcome.
To Mr. Haziq and Mr. Amal, about you. Do you know that in this era of COVID-19 season, there has been a lot of applications, social media we use to celebrate Hari Raya Idul Fitri in order not to make it not fun at all. Especially the TikToks, the Instagram, well, they be making a lot of fun videos. What is your opinion about that? Do you agree in making such videos to make it fun for the celebrations of Hari Raya? Have you ever made
Well,
one?
well, speaking from my experience, I have TikTok, but I've never posted any videos or such. And for me, let's just say that it helps a bit, but it does not. It doesn't have the same feeling of having all of your relatives around you. Sure, it helps lighten the mood, makes you feel royal, and Aidilfitri, but it helps lighten the mood, but it does not replace your siblings. And when you go on TikTok, you see all those people making videos, sometimes with their families. And for those who are not celebrating Raya with their families, for example, students from Sabah and Sarawak who are stuck in campus, then I can only imagine how they feel, how sad they are seeing everyone else enjoy their Idul Fitri with their family while they are stuck in campus. And speaking from experience, but I have no experience of celebrating Raya without my siblings. So yeah, usually at least I have my parents and siblings. So I don't know how sad it makes them. I don't know how how hard it must be for them, but sometimes you can only imagine. But for me, I think that those TikToks might help, and it is, and how do you say, it is an occasional occasion. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not help people. So that is in my opinion lah. And I don't know what Amar thinks about it, so I would really like to hear what Amar thinks about it. Amar?
Mr. Ama? Hello, Mr. Ama?
Well, going back to what I said before, when I said that sometimes it might help other people and sometimes it does not, I just, how do I say that? Before this, I mentioned from the perspective of people who are not celebrating with their families. And right now, I would like to add that from another perspective of people who are celebrating with their families. It might not be all of their families, might just be their close families. But for me, when they see those videos, those songs, either way, sometimes it is depending on the video, right? But for me, I like to feel a bit tearful at the end of the day. I like to have the sad feeling when you are when you are doing takbir raya and all those sad raya intonations, you just singing sad raya song. It is like for me, it is how I like to celebrate. But when we are celebrating with our family, it is better. But still, those TikTok videos, they are somewhere in the middle line. Not for me, it is still in the middle line. So back to Amar, please.
Mr. Ama, can you listen to us?
Fazara, can you repeat again your question?
All right, no problem, Mr. Ama. As I was saying, that nowadays we've been celebrating Raya during COVID-19, as you can see. There's a lot of social medias applications such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well, and also TikTok has been really famous recently. There have been a lot of people using this platform to make sure that it lightens the mood of celebrating it during COVID-19. A lot of video has been made. In my experience, we made a video of changing ourselves from a normal outfit into the most beautiful and attractive traditional outfit. It's a transition from the normal outfit to the Raya outfit. What about you? Do you actually agree in this thing making the day of Raya celebration enlightened? Is it clear, Mr. Ama?
I think I'm busy. I'm not. I is the yes. It's really clear. Like me. Okay, so I think about your question is I'm because we have some family who are quarantined for themselves because they maybe have COVID-19. So if they watch a video on the platform like TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, then they're gonna be happy because a lot of videos from the what they are doing it's really and very funny. So who's family who are quarantining that might be sad and okay sad. So when you watch so um the family is gonna be happy and for the thing we follow the traditional um traditional outfit like baju kurung and the others. So that's all from me. Um, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Haziq and Mr. Amal, for sharing your experience and opinions about this matter. Back to our panelists, Miss Rafika. What about you? What is your opinion on the platforms such as Instagram, TikToks, and Facebook? And do you have all those kinds of social media with you? And have you tried any possible trending have been happening, especially during the celebration of Idul Fitri? such as such as the videos from in the TikToks, making the video from the transition of the normal outfits to the traditional, attractive, and beautiful outfits, other
Okay,
than singing, especially.
okay. Thank you for the questions, Miss Jara. Uh, for me, actually, I am an introvert for social media. I'm just extrovert for my family, but not extrovert for another social media. I have Instagram, Facebook, but I don't have TikTok as well. I don't have TikTok, but my cousins have. So when we gather in my grandma's house, we will make TikTok, but never upload it to another social media, even it just Instagram or TikTok or TikTok itself. Actually, we just doing boomerang, which is
Ah,
the of Instagram. Yes, which is the feature of Instagram. But also we shouldn't ever doing singing then upload it. It's just private and it also may known by our own family. So when we gather, we just doing some boomerang and then upload it on Instagram Insta story, and afterward we made TikTok, but it just for our gallery for our phone, never uploaded. And for making a video to transform from the normal outfit to the most beautiful, we never do that because yeah, as we know, in this pandemic we could not meet, cannot meet at all during this pandemic. So yeah, we just say hello by our phone, uh, never doing some great actions during this pandemic. So it was so sad for this situation, and I hope for in the future years, for next years, I mean, I hope that COVID-19 is gone already, so we can meet together and make such as a great moment and a beautiful moment to all our family. That's it, Miss Zahra.
thank you. Inshallah, I hope that your dua just now about having this COVID-19 outbreak gone soon.
Amin.
Uh,
Inshallah.
Thank you, Miss Rafika. As we could say and we can tell that COVID-19 actually really affects the Raya celebration on every each country, especially in Malaysia and Indonesia where most Muslim are. In Polytechnic, there is a celebration being done, especially like Mega Raya celebration or grand celebration. To Mr. Ahmad and Mr. Haziq, can you share your experience on this celebration of Mega Raya in Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah, and Miss Felicia and other panelists from Polytechnic Cendana? Would you care to share some experience you had in Polytechnic to celebrate this Raya before COVID-19 happened?
Well, speaking on my experience on Mega Raya Polytechnic, well, if I'm not mistaken, I celebrated Mega Raya Polytechnic in 2019. It was like 2 weeks after I first entered Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah, and it was a very grand affair, I have to say. It was they were we were they celebrated it at the near the area in front of the canteen, which is like large compound, and like everyone is just food everywhere. And among of the things that I remember from that Mega Raya was, I don't know who, but someone brought durian there. Yeah, somebody brought durian, and like the since I was in first semester, well, the durian stall was conquered by the seniors from fourth and fifth semester, and I didn't even have the chance to enjoy the durian. Like, how can you not enjoy durian? For me, I'm a durian lover, and when you see the durian in Megharaya, it's like, oh wow, these guys know how to celebrate. They know how to eat, and I really miss that. In 2020, I didn't have the opportunity to celebrate since Raya was during COVID, and also same for this year. It's been so I have to say that based on my limited experience in Mega Raya Polytechnic, then if there is more Mega Raya to be done in in the future, then surely it would be a grand affair, and students will definitely enjoy. Even for me, who only started to get to know my classmates and friends better, we enjoy it together, either with our same classes and other with our the other courses. We enjoyed it all the same. For me, in my during that time, I spent it with my what do you call it, roommates and my classmates. So we mingle together. My roommate is from the electrical department, and my classmates are civil engineering. So we mingle together. We didn't. There is nothing that separates us. Yeah, either you're Malay, either you're Indian, either you're Chinese. Everyone is there wearing their nice clothes. Sometimes singing to the song like Zahra mentioned before, Balik Kampung, even though we were in Polytechnic for some reason, but we still enjoyed it together. And I really miss that. So, and I have to say that I'm sad to say this, but there is no more Mega Raya for me since my time in Polytechnic is about to finish in another semester. And well, it was fun while it lasted, but still, I had many fun memories, many enjoyable memories during Mega Raya. And how about you guys from Polytechnic Cendana? Do you have any other celebrations? Yeah.
Maybe from Polytechnic Cendana. Thank you so much, Hajik, for sharing. So, may I confirm, Miss Jahra, is Mega Raya like a celebration made by the Polytechnic for the students?
Yes, Megaraya is specifically a celebration made for the Muslim students to celebrate the Eid in Polytechnic. We made
Uh,
it very grand, Megaraya, which means the grand Raya celebration. We have music, dancing, foods, and more laughters and everything. Do Polytechnic Cendana have something similar to like that?
I think so far Polytechnic Cendana have not done that one yet. But however, the students by themselves they can ask their classmates, they can ask their friends to gather around, maybe hang out in a cafe or hang out in a restaurant. Of course, this was before COVID, so before, even though I'm not a Muslim, but I do join some of my friends celebrating Eid, and it was very fun. I would say they would go to have a big feast, and then there's so much food, and then we did karaoke together. We even do some color coordinating outfits, so it was very fun. I think Miss Rafika, you can share more about those kinds of outings with your friends, with our polytechnic friends when it was eight, right? Before COVID, we went out to a lot of restaurants together, even with the Chinese friends, even with the Muslim friends and other friends as well from other parts of Indonesia. So yes, we do. We don't have specifically Mega Raya in our polytechnic, but of course we do celebrate it together, right? Rafika, maybe you can add some more what about your experience.
Okay, actually almost same like Jasmine. Yeah, because I am a student from class morning, so actually no much student in class mornings. But after it, after Idul Fitri, I mean, I will take my kue lebaran and then share it to all my friends, and then some of my friends will ask me, I mean, to join and go to the cafe, and then eating together, some taking a picture like before. Even most of my friends are Chinese, but I'm very happy of that because all of them always appreciate me, always I mean what I say, always appreciate of courses. They don't ever do some drink or eating before me while I am in fasting, and afterwards when the Idol Fitri come, they will ask forgive for me the first before I say forgive to them, and afterwards we will say sorry each other like Muslims usually do during the Idul Fitri, like mohon maaf lahir batin, minal aizin wal faizin, like that, and all my friends are saying like that to me. And afterward, yeah, as I told you before, we will taking some kue lebaran that I get from my family, and taking for my friends, and then go to the cafe, I mean. So I don't know about the other panelists from Polytechnic Cendana. Maybe you can share your experience for Miss Felicia or Andriana.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rafika. So for me, since it's my first year in Polytechnic Sendana, so I haven't experienced any of the celebration given by the Polytechnic. But I really hope that in the next year I can experience some festive atmosphere from the Polytechnic, or maybe from my own classmate or some Muslim friends. So that's from me. What about Miss Andrena? Thank you.
There is no experience before COVID-19 because whenever how to say that, I didn't like to crowd and didn't like any party. Before COVID-19, I usually visit my parents' friends and we didn't do any events. That's all from me.
I see. Mr. Amar, are you here with us? Can you share some experience of you in Polytechnic Tuanku Sultanah Bahiyah in celebrating Raya before COVID-19? Do you have any? Especially with friends.
I'm sorry, I don't have any experience. Is it before COVID-19 or during COVID-19?
Sorry?
Are you asking me to share about my experience celebrate my Hari Raya during COVID-19 or before COVID-19 in Polytechnic SULTANAH BAHIYAH?
Both. First, you can start with before COVID-19 happened, and the next you can have sharing some experience you have celebrating Idul Fitri during COVID with your friends, especially in Polytechnic TUANKU Sultanah Bahiyah. Do you have any to share with us?
Okay, I think I'm celebrate Hari Raya during COVID-19 for this year is really different because I meet my new friends which is from Polytechnic Tuanku Senda Bahia. Okay, so first of all, like the morning of the Pagi Raya, we just video call and we create the Microsoft Teams and we invite all of the my friends and meet there. Can we share about what their mom cooks and what kinds of baju Melayu that they're wearing, their fashion, their colors, and yeah, it's really nice for celebrate Hari Raya during pandemic COVID-19, especially with my friends from Polytechnic Tuanku Surabaya. So I think that's all of my experience. Um, Back to you, Miss Nazifa.
Thank you, Mr. Amma. I'm sure Mr. Haziq and Mr. Amma knows about this. The Duit Raya is an envelope with money inside. Or Chinese would call
Yes.
them ang pao. How do you share the ang pao together with your friends? Because you can't meet them. I'm sure there's a way to share it, even
Well,
though you guys don't meet each other.
Yeah, can I start first?
Yes, sure,
Can
Mr.
I start
Amma.
first? Because a lot of people they message me and once I kata, Amma, can I get the duit raya from you? But and then I'll be like, why you asking me to give you duit raya? Even though we are still same age, you know. So for me, even though we can meet each other, but we still have online banking to transfer to them. And also, in Malaysia, we can use Touch and Go e-wallet, which is we can transfer the duit raya from the Touch and Go e-wallet. The Touch and Go e-wallet is the one of the apps created by the government, which is we can buy anything without paying cash, and we can only use the Touch and Go e-wallet
Barcode.
apps. So just for me, I'm just giving my friends duit raya using online banking and Touch and Go e-wallet. That's all from me.
well, when you are speaking regarding Duit Raya, for me, there is no better feeling than just shaking someone's hand and receiving the envelope from them. But since COVID is happening, you don't go around shaking your other people's hand. It is going to be risky for you and it could get you to contract COVID-19. So what I've seen people do, because I'm sorry, but I've never done what Amma said before, where Amma transfers money via online banking or either Touch and Go e-wallet. But I've seen other people do it, and for me, it's just it doesn't have the sincerity of going to meet someone, apologizing to them for your mistakes, and him doing the likewise, and receiving money is just there is no sincerity in just texting someone asking for the weight raya. It's just, in my opinion, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like kind of begging. But well, times are changing, and I might be a little old-fashioned, but still, for me, I don't really I don't really do transferring money, but I like to go and meet people and just apologize to them and get the money sincerely, because I've seen people have asked money from me, and my reply to them is just, who am I to give you money? just your friend. I don't even work. So I'm also a student and you are a student. So let's say if I give you duit raya and he gives me duit raya, and who gets duit raya? It's just like it's like everyone gets the same. So for me, sharing duit raya between students is probably a way for other people to cope with Hari Raya during COVID. But I'm sorry, but it is not for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. In my experience, we have this Touch and Go e-wallet where we share out the screenshots of QR code. It's the same as WeChat. You take a screenshot of your QR code and you post it through the story of Instagram, the status of WhatsApp, and let your friends, your relatives, especially who have contact with you, to screenshot the to screenshot and scan the QR code of yours and share it the money through that QR code. Have you ever done that before, Mr. Haziq, Mr. Amar? Maybe not Mr. Haziq, as you say you never had, but Mr. Amar, how about you? Surely you had screenshot before and share it through the status, isn't it?
Nope, never tried that way.
Wow. Okay.
No, that's not my ways. I'm just who wants to give me the raya. I'm just sharing on my status. Who wants to give me the raya? Please please pay into my account number and just and they just transfer to me.
I would like to ask
To
if a
yes, Mr.
friend
Haziq.
from
Zahra, are you doing that screenshot and then post at their platform?
Honestly, I do. It's just for fun. It's a trending thing to do during the celebration of Eid, especially during the COVID-19. And a lot of my friends have been doing it. And including me, we take a screenshot of our own QR code and post it in the social media. Or we actually use the number accounts of the bank, and share the number account of us through the status of WhatsApp, the stories of Instagram. And there's actually friends and relatives of us who copied the number and transfer the money to us with the caption hashtag Duit Raya, hashtag Ampao. To Miss Jasmine, Miss Felicia, and Miss Andrena, as I was told, you guys are non-Muslim, isn't it? I would like to ask on the celebration. I guess it must be a holiday. And for those of you guys been celebrating your holiday, but in COVID-19 season, what do you specifically do to make sure your day is entertained and you're not having such a day during the holiday? Especially because it's during the COVID-19 season, you can't go out, you have to take care of your social distancing, you can't go to many places and hang out with your friends. So what do you actually do?
Okay, so I'll go first. So again, hello everyone. My name is Jasmine from Polytechnic Cendana. So since I'm a non-Muslim, I don't celebrate Eid as well, but we do also have the holiday. I've seen some of my friends do the QR code thing. That's what mentioned by Miss Zahra, and I've actually sent. Even though I'm a non-Muslim, I've also sent my friends some duit raya, and also maybe instead of money, such as what Mr. Hajik have said, I also think that it is nice, instead of sending money, we can send like food. I think that's what most of my friends do. We send each other food in replacement of the duit raya. So maybe our mom or our friend's mom made some kue nastar, is the cake with pineapple filling inside, and it's very
Oh,
delicious. Yeah. Do you call it nastar?
in Malaysia we call it tak denas,
Oh, tak denas. Okay.
pineapple tart.
Yeah. So a lot, even me myself, I really enjoy the pineapple tart, and some of my friends, we send each other the pineapple tart, and it's really nice. So even though there's no money involved, but we feel the sincerity from each one of our families. And also during these holiday times, I still do have work. For example, like we only, for non-Muslim, I think we only have holiday for about 2 days. There is maximum 3 days, and after that we have work like usual. So me myself, I'm also on my laptop most of the time, working from home, and also doing some assignments from Polytechnic Cendana if there are some, if I've not finished it. And for my free time, I usually search up some YouTube videos which are fun for me to watch, or maybe I do some workouts to keep myself healthy. What about Miss Adriana? What do you do?
For me, I'm just at home and to pass the time by watching movie or do some YouTube video, just like that. And how about Miss Felicia?
Okay, as for me, we have our holiday, like, so I stay at home, and when I stay at home, usually I will go and deliver food. I mean, Grab food. Do you have Grab food in Malaysia,
Yes, we
Mr.?
do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So at that time there are so many promo. So we got so many discount or promotion. So me and my family really like to have, if we see that promo, we will go on and buy some food. And yeah, from morning then until the night we didn't cook at all, so we just deliver food like that. And also beside that, me and my family, I really like to watch some movie together or some serious drama like that. So we spend our time together. Also we sometimes maybe because my house have some karaoke machine, so we sing together, and it was really nice. Yeah. And actually, in at 13 May, it was Idul Fitri, right? It was my birthday also. So
Wow.
me, yeah, this year that was my birthday, so it bumps up with the Idul Fitri. So I packed some food, like snack. I buy it from the store and pack it differently and send it to my friends like that.
I guess
Okay,
it's
that's
not too
all.
late to wish you happy birthday, Miss Felicia.
Oh, thank you.
Happy belated birthday, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Mm, look at the time. It's already 1 minute to go until it's 3 o'clock. I would like to thank all of you, our panelists today, Mr. Haziq, Mr. Ama, Miss Rafika, Miss Andrea, Miss Felicia, and also Miss Jasmine. Thank you guys for willing to be present and willing to voice out your opinions and share some of your experience memories today. I hope that from what we get to share today, we have some benefits in the future, especially about the COVID-19 outburst. I hope that we can stay healthy and we can stay safe, take care of our social distancing so that we can be together again and celebrate not just Raya Idul Fitri but also for the non-Muslim, especially the Chinese who have Chinese New Year celebration. It won't be nice to actually celebrate with family who can't return to their hometowns, isn't it? So let's hope that we could be together with us, actually stop this outburst from increase, from the cases increase, and actually make this outburst gone. Since that time is very jealous of us, isn't it? Before it's over, I hope that everyone is happy today, and let us applaud for our being successful and diligently listening to our discussion today, especially to the viewers. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for your wonderful attention, and thank you for joining us this evening. I hope to see you all again one day, and I hope we can actually meet together face to face and have this conversation more and more.
Thank you so much as well for the opportunity, and thank you so much the viewers for supporting us.
Thank you to
And
uh, Zahra for being an awesome moderator, and to my new friends from Polytechnic Cendana, I wish you a happy COVID and stay safe.
All right, thank you all.
Okay, I also want to saying thank you very much. Even though today I don't know why, but I'm having very bad line, very bad connection with my line. So I'm so sorry, and thank you to all of you and to my newsman from Polytechnic Cendana. Um, Thank you. Nice to meet you. And to Felicia, happy birthday. So that's all. Thank you, and I'm sorry again.
Okay, thank you, Miss Zahra, for the greeting.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss Zahra, and all my friends from Malaysia.
Thank you, Miss Dara, and all my friends from Malaysia.
Thank you to Polytechnic Cendana in Indonesia.
Let's singing happy birthday. Let's singing happy birthday to Felicia together.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
To
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, happy
Felicia.
birthday,
Felicia. Happy
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 birthday to
birthday
you.
to you.
Thank you all. Oh, I guess this year's birthday is my very special birthday. Thank you so much.
All
Oh,
right.
and happy belated birthday to Mr. Hajik as well. I read from the comments it was your birthday at 17th of May.
Oh,
Happy birthday also, Mr. Haziq.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Happy belated
Haziq.
birthday also,
thank
Mr. Hajik.
you. Thank you, Felicia.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Uh,
Haziq.
Thank you, Rafika. Thank you all for your kind wishes.
Happy birthday, Mr. Haji.
Thank you, Andriana.